Hey y'all, welcome back to Tarot 42. Thank you for coming in if you're a returning subscriber, and thank you for stopping in if you're new. Please feel free to subscribe if you are new. Like the video, dislike the video, do whatever you'd like to do. You have free will. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get started and see what do we got going on. Is there any tomfoolery? Probably gonna just lay out some cards here, see what we got going on. Ooh, okay. Everything in the reverse in this deck, or what? Alright, let's see. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Temperance in reverse, and the Six of Cups in reverse. Let's see how far I can go over. Sorry, guys. What the deal, dude? I promise I shuffled these bad boys. They're not just like fresh out of the box and I accidentally flipped them upside down in my hand. Whew. All right, someone here, whether it's yourself or the person you're dealing with that's on your mind, it seems to be a work-home conflict, smothering energy with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You have Temperance in reverse. I'm just going to go ahead and read these cards off. You got the Six of Cups in reverse. You have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You have the Chariot in reverse. And you have the Nine of Wands upright. There's a lot of imbalance here. If it's you, you're not feeling so hot. Yuck, guys. I don't know. I'm sorry if you're feeling like this. I really don't want you to be feeling like this. You're not feeling good about yourself if it is for you. If it's your person, they're not feeling good about themselves at all. They're feeling lost. They don't feel like they're in control of their lives, or you don't feel like you're in control. Either way, take it how it goes. I'm just going to talk to you since you're watching. We're just going to go on the presumption that it's you. And then if it needs to be the other person, it could be the other person. But someone is not feeling good at all. There's a lot of imbalance, health issues possibly, and health issues doesn't have to be anything serious. It could just be that you feel run down and exhausted. Like, I was just joking with a friend about my perpetual exhaustion. I'm always tired. Well, I mean, there were things that contributed to feeling like that, and so it's nothing dire, but I mean, so looking at it from that perspective, it could just be simply that you're not balanced in your life. But here at the end, we have the Nine of Wands upright. It's a wounded warrior, which we can all see why you would feel that way. But that's just showing me that you have the courage to keep going. You're I fell down 7 times, I stood up 8 kind of person. You're a strong individual who's just had nothing but bullshittery after bullshittery after bullshittery after bullshittery, and it's just weighing you down. And you know, and at some point you get wore out, right? Like, at what point, especially if you're not being a jackass back to anybody or anything that's, you know, just, it's just what it is. Like, that's a pretty fucking resilient card to come out at the end. You're a pretty fucking resilient person, so you should pat yourself on the back for that. Because I know it takes sometimes everything for somebody to get the fuck up out of bed and go take a shower and wash the bullshittery of the day before off and start again and keep on moving forward and, you know, hoping for the best in a situation, because ultimately it's your situation. It's nobody else's, it's yours. So what do we got here? We have Sagittarius energy, we have Cancer, we have Virgo, we have Scorpio, we have Sagittarius again, and Sagittarius Capricorn again. So we've got 3 Sagittarius. So you could be a Sagittarius, or your person could be a Sagittarius. These other people involved could just be sideline people, just watching from the sidelines, or minimally interacting. But I think ultimately, this is definitely, it's pretty balanced with the elements, I'd have to say. You got all of your earth, water, fire, air. Yeah. So that's pretty balanced. Let's go ahead and get some more cards to see how we're doing. Because you are being courageous, you're standing up, you're continuing on, you're persevering, you're resilient. So again, you need to give yourself a pat on the back after dealing with all of this nonsense. Alright, you got the 3 of Swords in reverse. Whatever this situation is, it's time to forgive and move on. It's time to release it with love. Farewell. Thank you so much for the lesson, and I'm out. 7 of Wands, upright. You're protected, or protecting yourself. Of course, a wall is going to go up after so much of this stuff. But you are going to maintain some control. You're going to regain control, I guess I should say, of yourself. I mean, obviously, we're not trying to control other people. Maybe some secrets coming out. Some may be truthful, some may not be truthful. You're going to have choices moving forward. Use your discernment. Do you want that? Yes. Justice. You're going to get justice for whatever this is up here. You're going to have justice for it, because you've been resilient, because you've been that strong person that you needed to be, that the universe was testing you, right? Which is exhausting, I know, and it doesn't seem fair. But I think a lot of us don't understand that we're carrying over things that we forgot when we got here in this lifetime, right? I've been watching a lot of the NDE, like the near-death experience videos, and it's interesting because I like to watch a lot of different stuff, right? And it's interesting to hear how similar yet unique each person's journey was over there, and many of them talk about how we're essentially reincarnated until we learn all of our lessons and we ascend on to the next level. Like you have a finite number of times that you come and reincarnate on this plane before your time here is done, right? And so when we learn how to deal with this kind of shit and do so as positively and as lovingly as possible, and forgiving and releasing those things, the universe will, karma is real. And the thing about it is it's used just to balance us out from the stuff that we do to others, right? We're all guilty of doing something or thinking something that we shouldn't really be thinking about other people. Everything's recorded. Doesn't matter if you say it aloud or not. If it's a thought that crosses your consciousness, if you don't have that balance, then you're gonna kind of go to a different place. Now, I'm not saying you specifically. I'm just saying in general, we as this human race, right? We're learning, and then this is how we learn. And what this can ultimately mean, whether it's you or your person, you know, maybe we came, whoever this is, came into this lifetime having all of this past karmic debt that they're having to pay, and that's why, even though they're being resilient and they're being loving and caring, that was the point. That was part of the mission, was to learn how to handle this kind of stuff just being thrown at you and still left standing. But as I am so sorry, that was probably so loud. As a very positive person who could release and forgive all of this with love, right? And that's the purpose. That's why we come here, is to learn to be a better version of ourselves, of ourself, which is not disconnected from anything. So anything you're doing to someone, you're doing to yourself, right? Anything these people are doing to you, they're doing to themselves. And so until we learn how to get out of this to each other, we're never going to ascend past the repayment, the karmic repayment. All right. We have the Four of Wands upright is a celebration, harmony, community, homecoming. So after you get this justice, and I still think it's going to be a little bit of a struggle, we have the Three of Cups in reverse on the bottom of the deck. And I kind of want to pull that because there are going to be people that are going to talk about, and they're going to try and keep you in this lower state because they're not in a high state of being, right? They're not in a high vibrational point in their life either. So what is better, you know, two's company, three's a crowd kind of a thing, but they don't want to be alone in their negativity, right? Because so they're going to try and keep you in whatever prior negativity or negative vibrational level you were at before. So it's like saying, like, every sinner is a saint, every saint's a sinner, right? I guess to take that from, let me rephrase. Everyone has been the lowest version of themselves in this lifetime at some point in their life, right? But at the same time, everyone is at their highest vibrational point in this lifetime. Now, those 2 points on this linear timeline could be totally different. However, one could come before the other. Let me put it that way. You can start off great, happy, everything is a good time, nothing's gonna bring me down, to I've put up with so much shit and I've been positive and I'm just fucking tired of it and I'm run down like this right here, you know, and you get bitter. Like, that happens. It's not, why wouldn't that happen? I mean, that we're human. But the idea, I guess, to me is like, you can't keep somebody when they're trying to be in a higher vibration, right? If they're trying to bring themselves out of this slump, you know, you can't keep them because you're in a slump too. You can't keep people down like that. That's not cool. So whatever they did, like, you know, say they partied a fuck ton 5 years ago. Doesn't mean they party a fuck ton now, and it doesn't matter what they did 5 years ago, as long as they're righting their wrongs to as much degree as possible that they have any control over. If they're righting their wrongs, if they're, you know, dealing with any misfortune that they may have created for another person, or what have you, no, that person can't free them of their karmic debt. But forgiveness can be found so that this person can continue to move into a higher plane of existence. And they might have a few more things that pop up that, you know, they have to pay for in this lifetime, or they'll come back, or maybe this is their final lifetime and that's why it's so heavy. You know, but don't keep people down. Because when you create delays for other people, you're delaying yourself. What we do to others, we do to ourselves. What others do to us, they do to themselves. Right? So we're just delaying each other. We're delaying ourselves when we do that kind of shit. I don't care what you think, you know. If you're a cross-watcher and laughing at this person over here, haha, loser, look what you have to go through. Like, you're just creating a delay for yourself. There's more than enough for everybody in this plane of existence. We've just got ourselves locked in this little fucking box where we're like, oh, it's not enough. We have to be in competition with everybody. We have to make sure that we make an ass out of ourselves in front of this person so they feel bad, or whatever it is. We don't need to do that, because we're just preventing each other, ourselves, the other person. Like, you're still creating a blockade for yourself too, in the long run. Why would you do that to yourself? Why? So, if you're out there creating chaos for somebody or competing with somebody that probably doesn't even know you exist, or even if they do, they're not competing with you, because competitive people are what they are, right? And if the other person ain't fighting back, or whatever you're expecting them to do, I guess, that sounds like an issue for you, right? You're just holding yourself back because you're so focused on competing with this other person that you're not even paying attention to the best version of yourself that you can be. Whatever you think that version is, you're so busy putting so much energy on this person while they're minding their business, holding up their sticks, trying to build a fort to keep you the fuck away, or whatever away, all this shit, you know, you're wasting your energy and your time in this lifetime on competing with somebody else. Why are you doing that? Ask yourself why you're doing that. If this happens to be your person. I'm not saying whoever came here to watch this is that person. But if you're a cross-watcher and you think this shit's funny to this person or on that person, you're seriously mentally disturbed. And you need to go get some help, because you're just preventing yourself from going forward. Leave this person alone. Mind your business. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Good luck. Karma, life cycles, destiny, turning point, change, inevitable fate, ups and downs, unpredictable. But ultimately, the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. So you just keep on doing you, and let that person that's competing with you in their own mind, creating their own competition, let them do their thing. That is eventually going to come around and bite them in the ass. It always does. It will, 1000%. The Knight of Pentacles is in the upright. Efficiency, responsibility, productivity, routine, hard work. Your hard work is going to pay off. And you have the Queen of Swords, unbiased judgment, independent, clear boundaries, direct communication, clear-minded, perceptive. Yeah, you're working your way towards this better version of yourself. You're going to have sudden awareness. You're going to choose happiness and accept what was with this Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, power, stability, foundations, completeness, progress. Did I say that already? I don't know. I need to scoot those down because you can't see it. Maybe you don't care to see it. I don't know. Look, if you're listening to this and you listen past a certain point, I posted a poll on my community board. So if you want to jump over there, swipe over there, whatever over there. I've asked what you guys would like to hear a reading on. So if you'd go cast yo vote, because voting matters, I will take the best one, and then I'll probably break it down into another poll to do a specific sign, in what order. Let's see, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. Self-love, disharmony, distrust, breakups, imbalance, tension, broken communications. So here's how I feel about this. I think that you need to spend some time loving on yourself, because after all this fuck shittery over here, you need to love on yourself. And you're going to have a tower moment. Anytime we come out of something so yuck to move forward to something better, we have to have this tower moment, right? But that means it's only up. It can't get any worse than this, right? This is the worst it can get. But this is not even the worst, because worst is a negative connotation. So it's literally going to open up something else completely for you. Revelation, chaos, disaster, awakening, release, sudden insight. I like these little keywords because it helps my brain work faster on this. And the Ace of Swords, that's the truth. And we have the Three of Wands upright. You're going to, preparations, progress, foresight, expansion, overseas opportunities. I'm not saying necessarily it's overseas, but it's in the distance, right? But you're going to be prepared, or you've been being prepared with all of this. You've been being prepared for this journey that's coming to you after this tower moment, where everything that you thought you knew is gonna come to a screeching halt. And that could be painful for some. Some could do really well with it, especially if you've dealt with this kind of stuff your whole life. All these shitty fucking moments, and you're resilient. Again, pat yourself on the back for that, because when your life hands you nothing but karmic lessons or whatever it is, that's preparing you for something. That means you. I don't know that I want to say chosen. I don't know how I feel about that. You're chosen. You're chosen. I think we're all chosen, because I don't think it's like what it is portrayed to us on the other side. I believe that it's something, and it's not something that was a man-made construct as far as religious goes, because I don't believe, for one, that someone in the far corners of the world that's never heard of Christianity and couldn't be touched by Christianity in the traditional sense is going to hell. Nope, sorry. I think God comes in many forms. There's a reason that they use words like omnipotent. I am just means I am. He is everything, or she, whatever. That's a construct too, and I need to not do that. But he, she, it, they, whatever. We've created a gender for God, because we know. We've seen it. Whatever you want to refer to God as, can be anywhere and everywhere all at once. But we're part of that. Man was made in God's image, right? We're part of that. So, I mean, we're made up of bits of the universe. The same thing that the universe is made out of, we're made out of. So, we're all part of this creation. We're all connected. And I have a theory about dark matter. And I think that's all of the energy in between us that we can't see is what connects us. This is like the invisible fibers that connect our energy, and we're so removed and disconnected from that, that we can't see it. And it's not dark at all. In fact, it's quite the opposite. We've just become, we've crawled into the caves so much that only thing we see are the shadows that the light casts on the walls. We're not even anywhere close to like the super secret entrance or emergency exit. We're nowhere near that. Like, we're way the fuck under the crust. Where I don't know where we're at, but I don't believe that the dark matter is dark at all. I think they'd have us believing it's this big scary thing, and it's not. So I think they're doing us a favor by doing things that they quote unquote shouldn't be doing. I think they're doing us a favor with that. And I think it's going to awaken a lot of people to what this really is. So keep on your path and try to find the most positive way to deal with things. Work on your inner dialogues. When you get pissed at somebody, try to consciously deal with what you said in your mind or said out loud. You know, I mean, that you're still picking up karma, but the more aware you are of your thoughts and the things you do and say, you're on your way to that higher level of being, which is the idea. That's why we're here. We're here to learn how to do that again, because we were there once upon a time. And we were set out with free will and no karma. That they had to put karma in place because we got so bad. So, but that just shows how much our Creator, which is even ourselves, we're part of that, loves us. And what we actually are. And what we need to learn how to be here again. So that's what I got for you. I hope this helps. This wounded warrior, you hang in there. Whomever you are, it'll be all right. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. Thank y'all for stopping in. We will see you on the next one. Love y'all.